Hello, everyone. Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this is your third fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. Gunter Schlierkamp 2002 versus Gunter Schlierkamp 2005. What a matchup, guys, I have to say. Uh, Unrelated article, I assure you. Anyway, this is your best, noted for being the best Gunter Schlierkamp here in 2002. But it wasn't his best placing. He actually placed higher here in 2005, in which case he placed fourth and he placed fifth in 2002, much to the disagreement of the audience. And it was the audience, really, that made this version of Gunter Schlierkamp probably more noted. Look at the abs in 2005, but don't be bamboozled by this picture. It's not a direct comparison. Front double bicep pose. And these are two different versions of Gunter for sure. The abs look maybe more pronounced in 2002 this time, surprisingly. So don't be fooled by that first comparison. The wheels, guys. The legs look twice as big in 2002, but the camera angle, it's downward, and I think it might be taking from the upper body and giving so generously to the wheels of Gunter. So I don't know. He looks more vascular. Obviously, the oil's done better. The lighting looks better 2002, but he kind of looks more conditioned in a way. In 2005. Much smaller wheels, though, I would say. Angles or not. Go to the front lat spread. Unfortunately, this is what you got, for 2002. It's not a straight-on shot. Can't tell really much. Conditioning. The upper body. See, his abs look just as conditioned. Just as separated in 2002. Maybe even more. So one would be quite remiss to use that first picture. As a judging tool, he's bigger, I think, in 2002. I would like to know his weights. Obviously, sometimes can be hard to get the exact weights, even for the guy. He's busy. Doesn't have, all the time in the world to be weighing himself backstage. I'm sure he does the day of, whatever, the day before. Things of that nature. They can carb up, man. They're like lions. They can put on 5 pounds just like that. Side chest development. And yes, I think it is more than just the lighting. It seems for 2002. And again, very hard to size these correctly. Obviously, I tried to keep them around the same height, but you can see the bone length of the arm, much longer wheels as well for 2005. Leads me to believe that the camera angle is downward for 2002. And, it is what it is, guys. You can see condition. And look at the legs, the wheels. Thin skin, much thinner. Even in the glutes, I can see there's a fine finish, even for the upper body. So ignore the sizing. I think he's better in 2002. Go to the side tricep. And yes. You can see here the quad up close from the side. The skin is much thinner. It has that fish scaly type skin that I like to call it. Reminiscent of a Dorian Yates. This time the camera angles are opposite. This is from a different album, I think, 2005, when he was actually trading shots with, oh gosh darn it, Gustavo Badell, I believe it was. Anyway, not the best pose for Gunter Schlierkamp, period, I don't think, compared to some of his shots. Gunter really shined in his side-by-side comparisons because he's a monster. Turn around, and this is where it counts. And this is where it can get confusing. He has a badonkadonk in 2002. Huge, big old butt. It's half flexed, I guess. His glutes are half flexed. When you look at the hamstrings, it looks like he is just as conditioned. But it's like he's not even flexing those glutes. But having said that, they're twice as big as buttocks. But enough about the badonkadonk. His back looks, his traps look better, I think. 2002. It's pretty good, crisp condition in 2005. But what happened to his butt? His legs look half the size as well. I mean, look at, if you're talking condition, the hamstrings look more diced in 2002. Go to the rear double bi. This is a confusing situation. And again, guys, the glutes twice as big, but you can still see striations in them. It's like he's not flexing them. And holy old Somoli, Toledo 11. Look at the back, the lats. They're a little uneven in 2002, but for the right and left lat, I mean, they're gone 2005, with all due respect. And the hamstrings, everything but the glutes is better, more conditioned in 2002. The arms look bigger, better. I mean, just a better version. Traps. And I can't get over the lat size and the wheel size as well. I think he's 20 pounds heavier in 2002. He tried to get trimmed down to get the glutes, things of that nature in 2005. But, you know, you cut into that muscle. So, and it was a few years, guys. Go to the abs and thigh, and this is self-explanatory, this one. Condition-wise, again, sizing, difficult, camera angle tilted. That's why I think his waist looks wider, things of that nature. And if it was a straight-on shot for 2002, his V-taper would look all that much better. Because look at, individualize the lats. I mean, they're big tumors. They look like tumors, as Louis Marco would say. Huge, huge. My word. And the wheels again. His teardrops are twice as big in 2002. Can you imagine that? Anyway, guys, I think I made my decision on this. And since this here is not a very good picture, or not a good comparison, it's obviously tilted quite thusly. There's your drinking game, tilted thusly. Anyway, if you do really take a close look, vascularity, some in the delts, biceps, even the forearms there, he's just bigger, more veiny. He means much more business in 2002, I would say. Taking nothing away from 2005, which is probably a little bit more conditioned version. But you lose size. I mean, you lose the wow factor. And I think the only argument is the glutes. But as we seen in the rear double, he did have some glutes there. He just wasn't flexing them, 2002. Here is your winner of this comparison. Gunter Schlierkamp, 2002. Uncrowned Mr. Olympia? I don't know. His legs were a dimension larger. And to compete with the Ronnie Colemans, things of that nature, he needed that size. Because, let's face it, he was very tall. And when it comes to a long bodybuilder, they really have to be thick in the leg development, or they can come out looking little, I don't want to call him lanky. He was anything but lanky. Anyway, guys, that was 3 fan-requested Friday videos. And started laughing at the beginning of this one. It was just I was watching a program. It was funny. Stuck with me. Anyway, have a great day, guys.